So yesterday I believe I've entered into a new relapse.
Can we work it out? Only time will tell.
Hi guys, welcome back. Sorry for the background noise. It's very busy here in the mornings. We have the road literally outside the window, and this is the only place I like to sit and record because of the natural lighting. Wanted to give you guys a little update of what happened to me yesterday. I even took notes. So yesterday I believe I've entered into a new relapse, and it's freaking me out because I'm shy of a week away from my infusion, and I'm like, am I that? Can't even speak. Is my MS that active that it's like already giving me problems because I'm so close to my next infusion? I don't know. I feel like I need to call my doctor. I don't know what doctor to call because they say that if I have symptoms I have to go into the emergency. I don't really want to spend a day in emergency when I have other things to do. So I might just try and call and ask to speak to my neurologist. I don't think they will let me, but I will try to ask and see what he has to say, because I am not feeling the best. I'm sure you can tell by my voice that I'm not doing the best. So yesterday something scary happened, and about a year ago now, well, less, about 9 months ago, I had a episode of optic neuritis, and I went into the hospital and I was hospitalized for about a week. I was experiencing double vision, vision loss and pain in my eye and very bad vertigo. And I lost a hearing on my right ear. It was a whole thing, and I have a video of that, or a couple of videos of that, while being in the hospital. They did an MRI and I showed and shared everything with you guys, and the outcome as well. But because I've been through it once, I know my body quite well by now, and I recognize the signs. So even if I don't go into the hospital now, I'm pretty sure I'm having a case of optic neuritis again. So what happened yesterday, I was feeling a bit off in the morning. I took the kids to school, and on the way to work on my scooter I nearly had 2 car accidents, not like big ones, but enough for me to get scared, and I could feel my vision become more blurry. I even made a comment to my friend here at work that I feel like my eyes are getting funny again, but nothing more. And then I started to feel like I was in a bubble, like a haze, difficult to explain. Was a little bit off during my work day. I went home, I had lunch, proper lunch, like a good size plate of nutritious food. And then I decided to go to the gym because I hadn't gone for a few days, and I know that it makes me feel better when I go to the gym. And I'm to the point where I'm scared not to go because I know the benefits of it. So I went to the gym, I did cardio for 15 minutes, and then I went on to the weights and I started training my legs. And I remember thinking that I felt quite strong, and I was very happy with that feeling. But in between, like machines, when I would walk from one machine to the next, I would feel extremely dizzy, to the point where I almost fell over a couple of times. And I even texted Caesar and I said that I feel very dizzy, vertigo dizzy. If you've ever had that, it's a whole new level of dizziness. You feel like the room is spinning and you can't tell what's up from down, like everything is just really, really difficult. But I made it home, and then I was still feeling bad. And sometimes it will happen to me, I will get the feeling that I don't know if I can control the situation, and I will be afraid, what's coming next? Will I be able to make it home, or will I be able to do this? And I always like to text Caesar to see where he's at, just in case I would have to I would need him to come for me or whatever. So I like to communicate with him, not to scare him, but to prepare just in case I would need his help. I went home, they were in the park, I spent a few minutes with them in the park, but I was very dizzy. We went upstairs, tried to do everything quite calmly. were alone with the kids. Caesar went to the gym, I put them to bed, and then when I came out from the room, Caesar was standing in the living room, and he was quite excited about something he wanted to share me, and the only thing that came out of my mouth was, "I can't see you." Like, I could not see him at all. I could not see him. My left eye had completely lost vision. I could distinguish like color differences, but it was so blurry I could not see. And that lasted for a while, and it freaked me out, and I started crying because my vision didn't come back, and I started crying, and for a couple of seconds I felt my vision come back. When I was crying, it was like my eye muscle, don't know how to explain it, did something when I was crying, and it activated the vision temporarily, and then it became blurry again. And it freaked me out to the point where I was just like, I didn't know what to do. I was just crying and crying and crying, and I was like, not now, not now, please God, not now, I don't want to lose my vision now. And then he was like, try to stay calm, try to not panic, that's only gonna make it worse, your vision will come back. He was trying to encourage me, and he hugged me, and he was like, call me if you need me, and if you improve, please let me know. And we were keeping contact because he went to work, obviously. We were texting back and forth because I could still see a little bit from my right eye. So I could still do things, thank goodness. But it was I could not see on my left eye. And this morning I still feel everything's very blurry. I can see the outline of things. If you were to ask me to go around like this today, I could not do anything properly. But thankfully I have my right eye somewhat working. So now I'm thinking, should I just wait until my next infusion, because I know I'm getting steroids before the injection, and that maybe will help. I don't really want to go in now and get double steroids, if that's what they want to do. But then I'm like, is Ocrevus actually doing something? Is my treatment actually working? Because I should not be having relapses when I'm on Ocrevus. And when I had my last MRI, I shared that with you a couple of weeks ago, the results. There was no new spots, and I was so happy. I was like, ooh, Ocrevus is working. And now I'm like, I'm having optic neuritis again. So that's where I'm at. I'm gonna try and call the doctor today. I don't think they're gonna answer me. I don't think I will be able to speak to him. I think they're gonna say you have to physically come in, so I need to schedule that in. But we have fun plans for tomorrow. Like, I have things that I want to do. I don't really want to admit myself for this, especially when I have my next infusion coming up in a matter of a week. So we shall see what happens. But it was really scary. That was really scary last night, and I'm still sore around my eye. Like, I feel pressure. And yeah, I wanted to tell you guys the symptoms leading up to this whole thing. So this is very similar to the last time it happened. So all of this I feel like is related to one another. The only thing that was new yesterday was that I started to get tingly in my face. This area of my face started getting tingling, and it all began like with me feeling quite unstable in the morning. My hearing would come and go during the day. I would get double vision at times. I would be very dizzy, and then it became worse, and I got the vertigo, a headache started coming on, the tingling came back, and then I completely lost my vision. So that's usually, and I felt like I'm in a bubble. I feel like my head is underwater, and I feel like I'm in a bubble. And that's how I would describe it when an episode of optic neuritis for me starts. So before the vision loss, all of those things will start to happen. And it was exactly the same the last time. So crazy how the body works, but yeah, it was exactly the same last time.
Can we work it out? Only time will tell. It's gonna take a lot, 'cause we've been through hell. I can't